Highly unusual these days to look at the Women's Super League table and not see Manchester City in contention at the top, but you have to look all the way down to 8th to find them. Injuries have played a huge part, it has to be said. Key first-team players like Ellie Roebuck, Steph Houghton, Lucy Bronze, Esme Morgan and Hayley Rasso all out. And the early exit too from the Champions League didn't help things. Certainly the defeat to Real Madrid would have hurt. But expectations at Manchester City are high. They need a reset if they want to challenge at the top of the WSL table. It has been the talking point of the Super League, the defeat to Arsenal last weekend. Such a comprehensive defeat as well. 4 changes from that defeat. Vicky Losada, the latest player to join the rest of the injury list. Good news for Manchester City. Kira Walsh returns, so does Demi Stokes. Jill Scott, Jess Park and Philippa Angeldahl all come in as well. Couple of key changes for West Ham. Summer signing Zenita Wyne and Czech international Katarzyna Svitkova coming back in. A move that sees Lucy Parker and Adriana Leon dropping to the bench. An unlucky start to the season for West Ham United, you might say, where perhaps their results don't reflect their performances, but Ollie Harder's side will be looking to build on what was a convincing 4-0 victory against Leicester last time out. They've had their own injury problems as well, West Ham, with Maisie Barker, Grace Fisk and Lisa Evans all out and not joining the party as they came up to Manchester for this game. History definitely not on the side of the away team. City have beaten West Ham in their last 5 meetings. The accurate score between the two, 20-2. Manchester City haven't suffered back-to-back defeats on home soil in the Super League since October 2014. They'll be eager to stop that statistic re-emerging here as the two captains make their way up towards the halfway line as we prepare to get underway in this game. White and Julie Flaherty leading their sides today. Manchester City lacked a cutting edge last time out against Arsenal. They had chances, Ellen White hitting the crossbar, but they turned on the style in the second half against Leicester in the Cup in the week, and that's what they'll be looking to achieve here against West Ham. Can they get their ambitions for the title back on track, Manchester City? We shall see as we prepare to get underway. Players drop to the knee in a show of support and a sign of respect. And we get underway here. Manchester City against West Ham United, with Ollie Harder making a concerted effort to try to start games on the front foot, he says. That's certainly the way they've decided to change the way they approach games. He says that last season they did have a tendency to start games slowly. They'll be looking to disrupt Manchester City here as they look to settle into an early rhythm, with Weir on the ball and Stokes. Kira Walsh back in the lineup. A welcome addition for Gareth Taylor's side. And the game settling into what we imagine will be a familiar pattern, with Manchester City dominating the ball. Chance for a delivery here. Nice looking cross into the box from Hemp. Is cut out by Flaherty. Another chance for a delivery. They just can't pick out Beckie. More pressure though for West Ham to withstand here, as Walsh moves the ball on towards Stokes. And now Hemp. Hemp back towards Walsh. And that's good defending and good resistance from West Ham United. Although it looks as though City are heading through again. In behind West Ham, and Hemp, having done so well to peel away and get into the wide area and behind the West Ham defence, can't quite pick out Ellen White in the middle. Another brilliant break and another warning sign for West Ham United of the kind of afternoon that's in store. Here's Walker. Fairly new look West Ham team with plenty of new signings. Claudia Walker, one of those, trying to get after the ball there, but it goes all the way back towards Taieb. Kira Walsh with the loose pass in midfield. West Ham not able to get onto it, and again Hemp, who's had plenty of the ball in the opening stages, making her way forward, and again very nearly picking out Ellen White. There has been a clear target from Manchester City, and that has been to get the ball out into that wide left position as much as possible in the opening stages of the game. Good work again by the by the West Ham defence, and the West Ham defence clearing away. Sent forward by Greenwood. Again, it's Hemp here. On this occasion, decides to go backwards. Not too long before she's got the ball back at her feet, shifted on by Stokes. There's Jill Scott at the back. And one back by West Ham in midfield. It's fairly congested in that central area. Brynjarsdottir sends the pass away. Picked up instantly by Greenwood. City on the attack with Stokes. Clever pass into the area, and on the spin, Ellen White trying to flick it through for potentially a shot on the edge of the penalty area. Again, West Ham at the back clearing away, but it's all hands on deck at the moment with Manchester City dominating the ball. And the game drops down to a walking pace. Manchester City anticipating the press, but there is no press. Gives the opportunity to send the ball over the top. Easy gather for Arnold. Here is the experienced Flaherty. Pass away at the back, although the pass straight out of play, and instantly West Ham underneath some pressure now from Manchester City. Jill Scott bringing some experience today to the Manchester City back line. She played in the game against Leicester in the week in the Cup. It's a makeshift defence with Manchester City struggling with injury. She slotted in there very nicely in midweek, and she gets a chance again. Trolling around at the back with Claudia Walker and Tamika Yallop to deal with this afternoon. Struggling at the moment, West Ham, to put the passes together to get themselves out of their own half. It has been all Manchester City in this game so far, although there haven't been any chances of note. Nothing too much for Arnold to get involved with as of yet. Header away at the back by Cissoko. And now Stokes. 10 members of the Manchester City side who were involved in the GB side at the Olympics, and if you hear any of the words in interview from any of those players, they talk about the intensity of coming back from a tournament, and that's definitely had an impact on Manchester City this season. They'll be eager not to let Arsenal run away with things in the WSL. Hoping for a big result here. A result to send them up the table, although West Ham have weathered the storm so far. Here is Longhurst, who was brilliant in the game last week against Leicester. Ball forward doesn't find its intended target, and there's the clearance away by Taieb. Longhurst with some defending to do. And under pressure, she comfortably turns away. It's a good-looking pass as well. And West Ham make their way over the halfway line, although not for long. Manchester City winning it back. Stringer chasing all the way through, trying to put this Manchester City defence under some pressure. Stokes drives her way forward though and wins a free kick. Beckie, lofted ball up towards the chest of Ellen White, who brought the ball down but lost it in transition, and the ball goes away for a throw-in on this near side touchline to West Ham. And you would feel that Ollie Harder would be fairly happy with the way that the game has played out so far, with his side really not conceding too many in the way of chances. Does look like a far improved West Ham United starting 11 this season. From front to back they've made improvements. Well, unlucky to concede late against Aston Villa, and maybe there was a controversial penalty in the game against Brighton earlier in the season. They have some defending to do here. City on the charge, and the ball somehow stays out. Flashed across the penalty area by Janine Beckie, and then turned away to safety by the West Ham defence. Well, it's the best chance of the game that Manchester City have had, but they can't find a way through. They are making their way forward again here, though, with Stokes. Stokes in field, finds Walsh. Lovely build-up. Here's Hemp again on the left-hand side to cut the ball across the 6-yard box. It's too close to Mackenzie Arnold. She's had plenty of opportunities, though, down that left-hand side. West Ham trying to build an attack. Hasegawa unable to find the pass to split Manchester City open. Scott sends the ball all the way through and out for a goal kick. The target was Caroline Weir. Does love to get up in support of the forward line. She just wasn't able to connect with that one, and West Ham do have themselves a goal kick. And a quick word between goalkeeper Mackenzie Arnold and Katarzyna Svitkova there. Czech international returning to the side after a long layoff with injury. Ollie Harder delighted to have her back in the side. Goal kick falls to City, and that's a lovely spin in midfield by Hasegawa. This is the first real chance we've seen for West Ham to come forward. Svitkova's ball is intercepted well by Greenwood, who anticipated superbly. Manchester City make their way up towards the halfway line. And they find safety with a throw-in on the left. It was definitely a feature for West Ham United, and something that Ollie Harder was talking about after the game. The attacking combinations that this new-look West Ham team were finding last weekend. First real chance just a moment ago for them to break down the right-hand side, with Svitkova playing the cross into the area. I'm sure they would have been watching the Arsenal game with interest this week and seeing ways that they could potentially exploit this Manchester City defence. With there being so many injuries, there is certainly potential. Jill Scott with a pass forwards. As she likes to do, Lauren Hemp has switched over to this right-hand side. Dancing her way through, clearance is made. And Beckie picks up to roll it back in towards Greenwood here. Patient from Manchester City. They're having to be, with West Ham working incredibly hard in that midfield. Neat passing from City, but they're just struggling at the moment to penetrate. They won't be too concerned. It's very early on in the game. They have seen the better of the football. Weir on the spin. Cuts the ball into midfield. And wins it back here. West Ham United do manage to clear up. The pressing from City. And they have the ball back. With Weir. And now Walsh. So often they will wait for the perfect moment, Manchester City. The build-up is intricate. Haven't managed to pick a hole in this West Ham defence as of yet. Well, one back, and Jill Scott can tidy up at the back. Taieb being given her chance because of injury, and has been relatively lonely so far in that 18-yard box. Not too much to do. It was risky from Demi Stokes. She did so well to glide forward, and she's given the ball away. And now here come West Ham. Walker's into the box. Walker wins a corner. Alex Greenwood stepping across to make the block, but it was good from West Ham. They came forwards with positivity and quickly. Zanetta Wyne passing in towards Claudia Walker, who was fairly prolific in the WSL last season. One touch to get the ball out from under her feet, and then took the shot, which has deflected away for a West Ham corner, their first corner of the first half. And they've sent plenty forward for it too. There's the delivery, and it very nearly finds Abby Lee Stringer. Here is Walker, and now Flaherty, who's given the ball away. And Manchester City can break. Cissoko there to mop things up at the back. Got back with speed to protect West Ham United, and Mackenzie Arnold. Here is Beckie. And she's allowed to come forward here for Manchester City. She has some support. But she can't find Jess Park. And you just get the sense that West Ham are growing in confidence in this game, perhaps giving Manchester City too much respect in the opening stages. But they're starting to knock the ball around here. This is what we know they're capable of. Wyne winning a throw-in. Longhurst on the spin, picks out Wyne, looking for the give and go, but it's cut out in midfield, although the idea was good. More intent being shown by West Ham United, an intent to come forward, an intent to express themselves. Brynjarsdottir, superb work in midfield from the Icelandic international. Says that she has the mindset of somebody from Iceland, a small country. She's happy to play the underdog, and she thinks in this game, if West Ham can stick to their game plan, then they could force victory here, and so far they have stuck to what has been a fairly defensive start to the game. Now starting to force themselves forward into Manchester City's half. Brynjarsdottir again with the header to win it in midfield, but it's Manchester City who can carry away with Stokes. Quietly goes about her business at full-back, but such an impressive performer. Now Scott searching for that ball up towards somebody like Ellen White, but the pass wasn't on, so she's shifted it wide here. They've been very well organised, West Ham. Manchester City have struggled to find a way through. Brynjarsdottir feeling the effects of a challenge, and a free kick for West Ham. Injury there to the wrist of Jill Scott. You can see that she's bandaged up, but hasn't stopped her today. Probably wasn't too much of an option, really, given the Manchester City injury list. Searching ball forward then from Zanetta Wyne, very nearly setting Brynjarsdottir away. Have really only been a couple of times where Manchester City have got in behind West Ham. They started in a nice rhythm, but they've been unsettled over the last 10 minutes or so. Taieb. Cissoko with a big header away. Slips on the turf though to give the ball away to Manchester City. Speeding forward here is Ellen White. Stokes joining the attack. Lifts the ball across field. Again, it's patient from Manchester City, and they win themselves a corner. Angeldahl with the delivery. Blocked by the West Ham defence, and Manchester City have an opportunity here to put the pressure on. 4 players up inside the 6-yard box. There's the delivery, a challenging one for Mackenzie Arnold, but she gets enough on it to turn away. Picked up again by City. Another opportunity to work the ball into the area. Can they work the shots? They don't panic. They'll keep the ball. They'll wait for their moment. Here is Hemp. Lifted into the box towards Weir. Nice first touch, but Mackenzie Arnold is alert. Slides off of her goal line together. Excellent work by the West Ham United goalkeeper there. That's exactly what her defence would have been hoping for, a commanding presence behind the defensive units. And again, no real trouble at the back for West Ham. Superb work by City to bring the ball forward. It's won back by West Ham, and here is Cissoko in slightly unusual territory. Pass out towards the right-hand side, just ever so slightly overhit, and away it goes and out for a throw-in. Well, Ollie Harder will be extremely happy, I'm sure, to be 23 minutes into this game at 0-0 with Manchester City really not troubling Mackenzie Arnold with any real shots of note. City trying to make some progress along the left flank, but it's not really an option for Demi Stokes. Everybody marked up, so she goes backwards before heading forwards. Here comes Beckie. Really nice pass to Jess Park. Instantly away on the attack. Young winger touching the ball back. Beckie has continued her run forward. It's a nice looking ball, hanging delivery. Cut out by Cissoko, who's had an impressive start to the season and an impressive start to this game. Watch that one all the way. Has turned the ball off of the field though for a Manchester City corner kick, which Jess Park will come across to deliver in potentially. She might not get the chance. Delivery angled in. Jill Scott was the target, but the ball taken off of her head before she could meet it. Weir chips one into the box. It's too close to Mackenzie Arnold. And the West Ham United goalkeeper rolling the ball away. Well, I think the expectation here this afternoon was that Manchester City would come out firing, especially given their cup performance against Leicester in the week, and especially given the way that the game turned out against Arsenal last time out. But it's a real credit to West Ham United. They haven't given them the opportunity to do that. And after a fairly strong start from Manchester City, where they've found the ball in wide areas time and time again, they haven't created all that much over the past 20 minutes. Good pressure from West Ham, and they do well to keep the ball in play. Brynjarsdottir cuts the ball into the area. Big chance here. And Walker on the spin gets the shot away, but it's blocked. And Manchester City clear away to safety. City very nearly punished for casually clearing the ball away. And West Ham transition so quickly when they're looking to attack, and they very nearly catch the City defence out. Coming forward again here. Forced back by the City press. Longhurst shifting the ball out towards Flaherty, who's eager to keep the tempo of this West Ham United attack going. Svitkova. Walker again is the target, but the ball deflected up into the arms of Taieb. And the French goalkeeper will just calm things down ever so slightly. Good spell of play there for West Ham. A couple of times they have managed to get Claudia Walker free inside the area. Alex Greenwood has been more than a match, though, for the opposition, and really seems to be growing in this Manchester City defence. Jill Scott slides it wide. Beckie there, instantly under pressure from Wyne. Ball moved up towards Ellen White. Hasn't had much service in the game so far. Not really had a chance to impose herself on the game. Swift, intricate passing. Away goes Hemp. Hemp with a chance to deliver. Cissoko sliding in. And she times that one perfectly. And she's won the goal kick too. Well, they've certainly got their work cut out. West Ham down the right-hand side, with Lauren Hemp getting plenty of service. But Cissoko continues her impressive run of form. No trouble at all for West Ham. Jill Scott taking the sensible option, with West Ham looking to press. And it's risky for Manchester City, but that's the way they play, and they do pass themselves forward and make it up towards the halfway line. Every single player within this Manchester City lineup has the expectation that they're able to play football. Stokes and now Scott. City will look to build from the back. 15 minutes to go until the break. City have definitely dominated possession in this first half, but they maybe haven't had the ball in the areas where they would like to see it, where they're able to punish West Ham often enough. Been a very defensive performance from West Ham. They've sat back, they've soaked up the pressure, and they've defended brilliantly so far. City looking to find some spaces inside the area. And a shove on the back there from Longhurst, and there are appeals towards the referee that Jess Park was pushed. Conversation continues here between Caroline Weir and the referee. Will be a corner for Manchester City, but it was certainly a moment of interest in the game. And again, the 6-yard box pretty packed. City corner, a deep one this time. And it's controlled by Angeldahl. shifted on towards Park. Nice looking delivery, is turned away to safety. Defending to do here for West Ham, and as they have done for the majority of the first half, they turn away with ease. And now Walker on the run, looking for the foul. The referee happy for play to continue, but it's good work by West Ham's number 9, carrying the ball away to safety. Exactly what's required. And West Ham have won a throw-in just inside Manchester City's half. And White runs into trouble. West Ham happy to go backwards towards Kate Longhurst, who was right at the centre of that controversy just a moment ago, but the referee says that she didn't bring down Jess Park unfairly inside the area. Crossfield board here for Stokes to deal with. And with Yallop right on her shoulder, she takes the sensible option and clears away. Hasegawa with the crossfield ball into the box, putting Stokes under some pressure, but she's a super talent, and she knew exactly what to do there. Used all of her experience to get the ball up into the stand. West Ham with a chance for a delivery. Svitkova's ball goes away behind the goal for a goal kick. Space opens up here on the right-hand side, and Beckie's allowed to come forward for Manchester City. Good defending again, and it's Kate Longhurst this time. Spotted the drop of the shoulder from Beckie. Another corner, though, for West Ham to deal with here. Goes all the way back to Stokes. And then Cissoko with the shove. And a free kick for Manchester City on the opposite side from the corner. Looks as though Weir is going to take this one. Jess Park coming short. Delivered into the area, though. They do get the flick on, but it goes all the way through and out for a goal kick. Well, they rose, they got the leap in the middle, made the connection. But Mackenzie Arnold watches that one sail wide. 10 minutes to go until the break. 0-0 the score. Manchester City not really creating enough, despite all of their possession of the football. And West Ham defending very well and just probably hoping for that one moment where they can spring a surprise at the other end. Scott's header into midfield to pick out Kira Walsh, and now here is Greenwood towards Walsh. Pass doesn't quite make it through. Yallop back into midfield. I believe Stringer is there. And now here is Zanetta Wyne. Flaherty, risky pass, big mistake. Man City in, and a top save from Mackenzie Arnold to spare the blushes of the West Ham defence. Well, as she receives the pass here, Flaherty, She doesn't get enough on the ball to clear away, but this is a top save with the feet of Mackenzie Arnold. And Manchester City, well, it's their best opening in the matchup. They can't find a way through. City corner, up to the edge of the 6-yard box. Scott attacking, and then lashed over the top by Ellen White. Takes a deflection on the way through, and away it goes for another corner. Having to withstand some pressure here, West Ham. Manchester City knocking hard on the door, but they're doing well to keep them at bay. Best chance that Ellen White has really had in the game. Another Manchester City corner. Comes in towards a similar area. And Cissoko doing really well to get there to prevent another. Angeldahl was there. Now Stokes. Good looking ball. City not allowed to dwell on the ball for long. And West Ham come forward. Svitkova's pass intercepted. Stringer. And now away goes Hasegawa. Chance for a delivery here for West Ham United. Deep one to the back of the box. And they've found a way through. Brynjarsdottir free at the far post, and West Ham United, having withstood plenty of pressure, have found a way through against Manchester City. Super ball into the box, powerful header. Taieb is beaten by the Icelandic international Brynjarsdottir. Well, she said before the game that she likes being an underdog, and at the moment the underdogs are leading. They've waited and waited and waited for their moment. It's their first effort on target in the game, and they've found a way through. And now Manchester City must look to respond and find a way back. Five minutes to go until the break. West Ham United will be absolutely delighted if they come away from the opening 45 minutes here 1-0 ahead. Hasegawa was so crucial in that scoring opportunity just a moment ago, playing a superb ball into the penalty area. Stokes now battling to win it. Back it goes towards Greenwood. Here is Scott. Wide it goes. Beckie. Looking to pick out Park. Just unable to get on the ball and hasn't really been able to stamp her authority in the game so far. Been the West Ham United defence who've had the better of Manchester City down the City right. On the opposite side, there have been chances for Hemp to deliver crosses into the area. She just hasn't been able to find Ellen White when she's been given the chance. Intercepted by West Ham. Manchester City looking to fight back before the half-time break. West Ham working ever so hard, as they have done all the way through this game, to win it back in midfield. Has been an industrious performance in the middle. Here's Ellen White. She only really needs one chance. Weir. Too many bodies in the way. Stokes moves it wide. Now here is Hemp. Heavy pressure here for West Ham. Cissoko comes across to block the delivery into the area. Cleared away by Flaherty. Hemp's delivery is a good one. Cleared away by Wyne. Here is Park now. Park's delivery towards the far post is kept out and away by Arnold. Superb work from the West Ham United goalkeeper. Didn't really know what was coming in, so made the touch, turns away. Devilish delivery from Jess Park. Just unable to pick somebody out in the middle. Has really been the story of Manchester City's first half. They have another corner, one of many that they've had in the first period. And again, unable to trouble this West Ham defence. Cissoko, well placed. Nods away Walsh's delivery into the box. Anywhere will do at this stage for West Ham. And they get the ball over the halfway line. Some light relief, although not for long, but they have a minute and a half till the break. Can they hold on until the half-time whistle? Slip allows Weir in. Weir's cut back. Big chance here for Manchester City, and Arnold does well to deny Jess Park, who maybe didn't get the power on the shot that she was looking for, but she did enough to trouble the West Ham United goalkeeper. But in return, she did enough to palm away. Walsh wide to Beckie. Now here is Greenwood. Is there maybe time for just one more chance before the break? That's what Manchester City will be hoping for as they spread the ball wide here to Beckie. Beckie's delivery, asking questions of the West Ham defence. Slight mix-up. Lucky to see the ball drop into the arms of Arnold. Longhurst runs into trouble. Wins it back though. Really, they just need to protect the ball now until the break. And that will be a job well done for Ollie Harder's side. We await the boards, which signals just the 1 minute of additional time. Haven't been too much in the way of stoppages over the opening stages of this game. Jill Scott. Super ball to pick out Lauren Hemp. Cissoko stands in her way, but she gets the cross towards the far post. Arnold there. And Arnold takes the safe option. It was a good option. Kira Walsh with the ball into the box. And that's cleared away too. Well, it's been an opening 45 minutes where West Ham have had a response to every single question from Manchester City. One moment where maybe Lauren Hemp will look back and there will be some regret for the one-on-one opportunity that she missed. It's West Ham United, though, who lead at the break with the goal from Brynjarsdottir. Brynjarsdottir managing to latch on to a superb delivery from Hasegawa. And there she was, free at the far post to nod beyond Taieb. It's been a workmanlike performance so far from West Ham. They said they had a game plan coming into this one. They've stuck to that game plan. They've worked incredibly hard and they've got their reward. For Manchester City, yet more problems. I did think that they might come out of the blocks firing after their result against Leicester in the Cup in the week. But this one, well, has proved to be much the same as the Arsenal match, perhaps without all of the goals, lacking a cutting edge. Here are the highlights from the first half. Beckie's delivery into the box here. Lovely ball towards the far post, and Hemp coming in on the far side, just unable to get enough on that to turn it beyond Mackenzie Arnold. Claudia Walker has had a couple of openings in the match. On this occasion blocked by Stokes. And this was a moment of controversy in the game. It's Longhurst here with the shove on Jess Park, but the referee adjudged that not to be a penalty. Hemp with the one-on-one chance here. Probably Manchester City's best chance of the opening 45. And then Ellen White, who hasn't really found a way into the game. This was the moment, though, where West Ham United got their breakthrough. A super header from a brilliant delivery from Brynjarsdottir. Manchester City fighting hard, having conceded the goal. And just before the break, they very nearly found a way through. Super work by Mackenzie Arnold, the goalkeeper, turning away. And then this chance too. A good afternoon of work so far for Mackenzie Arnold and West Ham United. Brynjarsdottir's goal separating the two sides. It's Manchester City 0, West Ham 1 at the break. We'll join you back for the second half shortly.
Kirby turning inside, delightful finish. Frank Kirby's first goal of the season. And it's another moment of genius from the England striker, lifting the ball high over the goalkeeper.
Zanham. This is two with a strike. How about that? That is a wonderful hit. And Manchester United have the advantage.
There's an opportunity, and that is a wonderful finish. Simply sublime from Kaylee Green. She saw Emily Ramsey off her line.
Leat's cross is a good one. And in. A fourth for Arsenal.
Space. Too many options at the moment. Lee in the area waiting for the cross. Carter goes for goal, and Carter finds the back of the net. Well, she went alone, and why not? Danielle Carter with her first goal for Brighton.
Mailing. Look how many bodies are in that box. It's headed out. Then Pacheco with the shot. And it's in! It's Remy Allen again! 2-2 for the new Villa skipper. The turnaround winner last week against Leicester. And a stoppage time equaliser here. Right place, right time. West Ham 1, Villa 1.
Yes, guys, we're back for another WSL Goals Reloaded. It's another joke of a goal for our academy players to try and recreate. And of course, we're joined by one of WSL's finest, Gemma Davison. Gem, I'm really sorry, but this next goal, I think you're on the other end of, you know.
I'm not saying anything. But she's one of the best in the world, Miedemar, so it's going to be tough to recreate, but I think I can do this one.
McCabe back on corner kick duty. In it comes, and Miedemar into the roof of the net.
Bosh, what a hit. Honestly, Jem, can we talk about it? Like the goal, the technique, what a player.
First of all, I'm a big fan of assists. So you've got to say, Katie McCabe's corner, pinpoint, Miedemar, world class. She hasn't gone with her laces, guys. She's gone with the inside of her foot and guided it. Beck's got no chance in goal, but I'm not messing around here. Let's go.
Let's go then.
For this goal, we're going to flip it. So I'm going to have a go on my right foot, simplify it a little bit. We're not all as good as Miedemar, are we?
In it comes, and Miedemar into the roof of the net.
Just need to think about running across, yeah? And then she uses that instep. Yeah. So just go, as you run into the ball, it's just that body shape to get over the ball and guide it that way. But you've got it. You've got it 100%. Oi!
Knows how she finished that one, right? It's true, but if you think you've got what it takes to finish that one, send us your videos so we can have a watch. All right, girls, we've looked at Miedemar's volley today. Arsenal, a lot of change over the summer. What can we look forward to from them?
They're a top-class side. Frustrating to play against because they keep the ball, and to run around and chase after that is tough. Tough going. They've signed Nikita Paris.
Yeah,
so
huge for them, right?
Big player, loads of energy, loads of goals in her. I can just visualise Kim Little getting on the ball, Jordan Nobbs feeding Keats, feeding Miedemar. It's just a tough front line. We talk about Chelsea, but that's an unbelievable front line.
Yeah, do you think they'll struggle without Van der Donk?
She's class. She's one of my favourite players, actually, but best of luck to her. I think the league's going to miss her, but when you've got Kim Little in that side, it's top quality.
Love it. Well, new players in for Arsenal, including Nikita Paris. Lots to look forward to from them next season. Yeah, so if you think you've got what it takes to be better than our lot today, make sure you send us in your attempts. Yeah, and make sure you tag at Barclays FA WSL to get involved.
Strong there for Kerr. This is Pernilla Harder, who's just going to run and power away. What about this from Pernilla Harder? A second Chelsea goal, and this is just magnificent. Once she got into open space, they were never going to stop her, but how good is the finish? Kept her cool.
Flaherty, Miedemar's touch, Kim Little, still going. Little, good hit, 2-0. Super strike from the Arsenal skipper, but Manchester City far too passive in their defending. Credit to Miedemar as well for her part in that goal.
And it opens up for Jade Pennock. That's a beautiful goal. It's the equalising goal for Birmingham City. And a first for the club since signing from Sheffield United in the summer for Jade Pennock. 1-1 here. She took that wonderfully well.
Kilnick. Now she's beaten the offside trap. Is this a first goal in Aston Villa colours? Yes, it is. The visitors have taken the lead at the start of the second half.
Venison. Best to be here in the build-up, looking to link with Duncan. Venison gets it back again and finds a fabulous finish to restore the Everton lead with her first goal in English football. It's a crucial contribution from the record signing, the 18-year-old involved in the build-up.
Halfway line, off to the long pass to Mika Yallop. Gets on the end of it. Does she take the opportunity? She does. Debut goal for the Australia international. West Ham finally have the lead. They deserve it.
Vegetarian meal with cookies. I don't know. What are these questions?
My best mate in football is V. Sari.
Beth Mead.
Harriet Scott. Experienced and proven his success in other leagues.
Very passionate.
Scottish.
Tonight I will watch Schitt's Creek.
Old episodes of Gogglebox.
A Pixar film.
We are a new group and we're looking forward to playing the surprising teams in the WSL.
The visibility for young girls with us being on the mainstream media.
Tonight I will eat shepherd's pie.
Chicken stir fry.
Probably some sort of vegetarian meal with cookies.
Winning headers, blocking balls, tackling.
You get space to drive at players and get the ball in the box.
Scoring goals in front of the fans. A lot. It was the first club that ever gave me a professional contract and really made me who I am today.
A lot to me, everything to be back in the WSL.
Playing for Blues means everything for me. I'm just grateful they gave me the opportunity to play in the WSL.
Louise Quinn 4.
At Lucy J. Quinn.
At Jade Pennock. Lucy Quinn.
Lucy Quinn.
Louise Quinn, centre back.
One day I will go travelling.
Win the FA Cup.
Score with my feet.
Show everybody what I can do.
Score at least 5 goals.
Score with my feet.
With a strong surge with plenty in the middle. And Spencer got fingertips to it, I think, to turn that over the top. Swift move from Manchester City. But a fine save at the end of it.
Left-hand side. It's a looking ball in. Terrific stop by Earps. How about that for a save?
Chance here for Hales. What a stop from Arnold. Arnold's clean sheet stays clean, but not by much.
It's Cardman who goes directly for goal, and Ramsey this time is equal to it, parrying it behind for the corner.
Looking for Brynjarsdottir. Point blank save from Hampton anywhere else. And it's 2-0.
Come ready going forward, Rose. That's the ball in. Great save from Zinsberger. Actually put that couple of yards either side of Zinsberger. Definitely would have scored. They were doing well initially. This is the shot does come in. From Natasha Flint. Really good start from Mary Earps.
Have they got anything by way of a response? Sure again. With the strike, Spencer with a save. Hemp returns it. And still they can't force it in. Been that sort of night for Manchester City. Just did enough Spencer to carry it away from immediate danger.
World Cup winner, and that's what she can do. This is
Welcome back to the Academy Stadium. Manchester City 0, West Ham 1 at half-time. And the story of the first half is that Manchester City dominated the ball, but they lacked cutting edge. Their poor run of form continuing. West Ham defended brilliantly in the opening 45 minutes. Arnold made some vital stops. And having stuck to the game plan, Brynjarsdottir rose, leapt, met the header. And that's the goal that is the difference between the two sides. And we're back underway for the second half, and you may have seen that Laura Coombs has come onto the field there for Manchester City. Laura Coombs introduced for Kira Walsh, who has been struggling recently with an injury. Whether or not that's tactical or whether or not that's a flare-up of the injury that she has been feeling over recent weeks, we didn't hear. Manchester City make a change as they tried to change the outcome of this game in the second 45 minutes here. Angeldahl running into trouble, and West Ham turning the ball away. Super 45 minutes for Ollie Harder's side. When they had the opportunity to strike, they did, and Manchester City really need to start to do more with the ball in the second period if they're going to get anything from this game. This is where West Ham have been so effective. Again, causing trouble in midfield, winning it back well, sticking to their task, disrupting things, making it difficult. Ellen White the target, she's missed the ball, but it comes through to Weir, and then a final touch from Hemp, and it's very nearly in, but Arnold doing just enough. Well, a warning shot for Manchester City that West Ham will not have an easy second 45 minutes here. Ellen White was the target. Came through towards Weir. Kept out again, though, by Arnold, who continues to perform brilliantly. Svitkova snapping in to try to win the ball back, and she does brilliantly to win the throw-in on the near side touchline. Just forcing Lauren Hemp backwards. Abby Lee Stringer couldn't keep hold of the ball. West Ham have it back though. Flaherty shifting it on towards Longhurst. Was right at the centre of the controversy in the first half. Jess Park felt that she was shoved to the ground by Kate Longhurst, but the referee had other ideas. West Ham United have a free kick here. Plenty of fans over in the sunshine with a good view of this one as it's about to be delivered in. Angled into the penalty area, and again it's Brynjarsdottir rising high to meet it, but it's just above her head and it goes all the way through for a goal kick. Well, whilst Manchester City are firing warning shots at one end, it's West Ham United who at the other end are showing that they are more than capable of scoring a second goal. Midfield's completely bypassed, but Gilly Flaherty stepping out of defence to win the ball. And she stays forwards in support of the attack. Claudia Walker losing out. Caroline Weir doing enough to turn the ball away. And Manchester City can build from the back. West Ham will be happy with the 5 minutes of the second half that have passed so far. One chance of note for Caroline Weir. Nothing they couldn't cope with. Well, that's a foul on Abby Lee Stringer. Vicious challenge from Caroline Weir. And now Flaherty can move it wide. Lifted on, out into a wide area. City comfortably dealing with the attack from West Ham, and forward they come with Beckie. Angeldahl combining with the substitute, Laura Coombs. Searching ball forward, should be dealt with here by Mackenzie Arnold. She's in no rush to get things back underway. Ellen White stepping back to challenge Stringer. Wins the throw in. Coombs back into her own half. Stokes. Moving the ball on, gets it back from Weir. West Ham will be happy here that they've managed to remove the zip from this Manchester United attack, reducing a normally very attacking side to walking pace. Weir, though, on the swivel, works it wide. Away goes Hemp. Cissoko, shoulder to shoulder with Lauren Hemp, and winning the ball and winning the goal kick. It's a collision, may just have caused her an injury here. West Ham United and Ollie Harder will be hoping that she's okay to walk that one off, because she's been absolutely brilliant in this game so far. That's wasteful from West Ham. They've given the ball away. Weir feels the tug on her shirt from behind, spins into trouble, and Svitkova on the attack. The referee was looking to play the advantage, but calls play back, and it will be a free kick here for Manchester City. And I'll take this one quickly. Pass just ever so slightly overhit from Laura Coombs. It was a nice idea. Trying to find the room in between midfields and defence, trying to spot the spaces to exploit West Ham United. Brynjarsdottir. Back to Svitkova. And that one will stay in play. A new signing, Tamika Yallop, after that one. And back she goes towards Svitkova. Another West Ham United throw in. Work to do here for the City defence as Zanetta Wyne comes in. They have managed to turn the ball away. There is Longhurst. Cissoko. Yallop. Look at all that space over on the left-hand side, and forward here come West Ham United. Hasegawa with an effort, and a comfortable stop in the end for Taieb. Possibly had better options in the middle as she made her way up towards the Manchester City area. There were bodies making their way into the box, went for goal. And Taieb makes the stop. And that's given away. Brynjarsdottir frees the pass forward to Yallop, and Yallop, who was so brilliant in the game against Leicester and scored a couple of goals on debut, has her chance. Slammed it straight at Taieb. Brynjarsdottir again. And the pass all the way through towards Taieb. Well, Manchester City get very lucky there, having given the ball away so cheaply. West Ham United unable to take advantage. And the scoreline remains Manchester City 0, West Ham United 1. Demi Stokes sends it backwards towards Greenwood, who lofts one forwards. Svitkova with the header away. Now Coombs. Here is Beckie. Stopped in her tracks, but she does win a throw in here. She sends into the area. Ellen White had company, couldn't bring the ball under control. Manchester City come again. Although not for long. Zanetta Wyne to win that one back. The American clearing away to safety for West Ham. That's a lovely spin to free Brynjarsdottir. Brynjarsdottir was looking for the pass forward towards Yallop, who was very nearly away from Stokes, but not too many get beyond Demi Stokes. Cissoko, risky pass, and Stringer has to come in to tidy up. Coombs plays it forwards, and it's well cleared away by the West Ham defence. Well, there were a couple of occasions in the first half where Manchester City were able to get in behind West Ham, and that's really where they look their most dangerous, with Lauren Hemp getting in behind and looking to feed Ellen White, but they just haven't done that often enough. This is the first time, really, it's happened in the second half. Ellen White can't get there, and Svitkova turns away. But with Lauren Hemp on one side and Jess Park on the other, it does strike me that there is an opportunity to use the speed and to test the West Ham United defence in those wide areas. Greenwood comes forwards to take this one for Manchester City. Up to the edge of the 6-yard box. As they did in the first half, Manchester City had plenty of corner kicks, but they just weren't able to find a ball that really caused any trouble into that West Ham area, and that glancing header is sent wide. Ellen White rising to meet it. Mackenzie Arnold watches it sail past the post. Not the best use of the ball from Mackenzie Arnold. Now Coombs. Forward comes Hemp. Here is Weir. Coombs camped out in the middle of the park, trying to orchestrate play. Finding it difficult to find spaces with West Ham back in shape so easily and so readily. Well, a change here for West Ham that will see Claudia Walker removed from the field, a new signing who had a couple of opportunities in the first half in the area, but has had a quiet second period. So Adriana Leon is brought on in her place with half an hour remaining. Hasegawa with a searching ball forwards. Adriana Leon looking to stretch this Manchester City defence with some pace. It's again given away by the City defence. Here is Leon. Leon shifting wide, finding Yallop. Waits for support, but the supporting run from Svitkova is well tracked by Lauren Hemp, who comes back, and Lauren Hemp can clear away. Danger averted, although not for long. West Ham do have a throw-in in a fairly advanced area, although given the scoreline, they're not committing too many forward here. Leon scrapping to win it, losing out to Weir. Weir send the ball up towards Ellen White. And right in front of the referee, a foul from Brynjarsdottir. West Ham on the attack with Leon, who needs a teammate, although she's done superbly well here to carry the ball. Has given it away now though to Hemp. Hemp with a through ball, she's picked out Ellen White. Good movement from the striker and a clinical finish, but it won't count. The flag is up on the far side. Well, you wouldn't necessarily say that Manchester City deserve it based on second half performance, but they find a way through, and when you have players with the quality of Ellen White, that's the expectation. She's on the run here, looking to get onto the ball over the top, but it goes all the way through. Really classy finish from Ellen White, who really only had one spot to aim at. City on the attack again. Here is Weir. Weir. It's a wonderful effort, goes sailing over the top of the crossbar though. Things just opened up for her on the edge of the area. We know that she loves to hit them from there. Couldn't keep the strike down, and Mackenzie Arnold watches that one go over the top. City turned on the style in the second half against Leicester in the Cup in the week. We'll need to be aware that that could happen again here. We know that this is a side who have more than enough attacking capability. Looked like a handball there. Leon continues with her run. Was she brought to the ground? Referee says no, and as the attack looks promising there for West Ham, Manchester City defence able to clear up. Did for a moment look as though Demi Stokes may have handled the ball. Ellen White again after this one. Flaherty with work to do. She does enough to turn away. Stokes keeping the ball in play, keeping the momentum going for Manchester City. Here is Coombs in midfield. Angeldahl continuing her run. Now Weir had a brilliant chance just a moment ago that went over the top. And the ball very nearly creeps in at the front post. A deflection so close to catching Mackenzie Arnold out. Has gone away for a corner kick, and Manchester City will make a couple more changes. And just look at the talent that they can bring onto the fields. Bunny Shaw and Georgia Stanway. Georgia Stanway, who has a superb record against West Ham United, will have to wait to come onto the field. Greenwood's ball, punched away by Mackenzie Arnold. Here is Coombs. Coombs ball on towards Angeldahl. And City trying to find a route through. On this occasion, no trouble for Mackenzie Arnold. So we'll have those changes for City. As I said, Georgia Stanway does have a fantastic record against West Ham. 5 goals in 5 for her. And also the introduction of Bunny Shaw, who scored a hat-trick against Leicester in the week. Super talent. And one to watch out for Gilly Flaherty and our Cissoko at the back. Ellen White coming off of the field. Hasegawa working it along the line and winning a throw-in. West Ham on the attack with the ball into the box. It's another chance, and it's only just wide. Well, it's a big let-off for Manchester City, who were just caught napping at the back there. And it drifts wide and goes away for a goal kick. Big clearance away for West Ham. And back goes Stokes towards Greenwood. Into the area from Weir. Nice looking ball from Hemp all the way through the penalty area. Flag goes up on the far side. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Plenty of nearly moments for Manchester City. Just unable to find a way through. Stokes nodding the ball out of play and wanting to get things going quickly. 19 minutes of the game remaining. Manchester City with the goal that was disallowed from Ellen White. Looking for a way back into the game. Svitkova will come forward here for West Ham. Throwing up to the edge of the area, nodded away by Stokes. Bunny Shaw running into trouble. Just hasn't been Manchester City's afternoon so far, and if they are going to get something from this game, they're going to have to grind this one out. West Ham continue to work so hard. That's a good challenge from Leon. Seems to have recovered from an earlier injury. Foul on Bunny Shaw. Here is Alex Greenwood. Greenwood's ball is too close to Mackenzie Arnold, who punches away. Picked up here by Stanway. Stanway delivers in. And Arnold with a slightly unconventional save, but she does turn away, and West Ham send it up into the stands. Defending with everything that they have in this game, protecting what would be an incredible 3 points. Off goes Stanway. Deep delivery into the box, goes straight out for a goal kick. Well, as we head into the later stage of this game, West Ham United really need to maintain concentration. They've been superb so far. There have been a couple of nearly moments for Manchester City. That you would expect against a team with this kind of quality. Can they snatch all three? Here is Greenwood. On the run, here comes Hemp. Hemp checks her run, darts in field. Slides the pass on. Coombs Sends one sailing over the top. Leaning back, there was really only ever one outcome there. Coombs goes backwards. In towards Greenwood. Greenwood in a spot of bother, but she manages to step away and find Stokes. Stokes on towards Weir, doesn't find its intended target. Brynjarsdottir, who's had a super afternoon, not only scoring the goal, but also has a shield in midfield for West Ham. Does enough to turn away, and West Ham have 15 minutes to hold on. Do Manchester City have that spark of creativity that they so dearly need? Here is Coombs. Forward here comes Greenwood. Greenwood slides it wide. Hemp is there. Certainly a shove in the back by Cissoko. Caroline Weir eager to take this one quickly. And now Greenwood is brought down, this time by Svitkova. Greenwood waits for her teammates to make their way into the area. And it comes towards the penalty spot, glance wide. Beckie probably would have seen that one late, given the teammates that were stood in front of her, and she couldn't direct that one towards Mackenzie Arnold's goal, and it drifts wide. Away for a goal kick again. Minutes continue to tick by for Manchester City. West Ham getting closer and closer to a very valuable 3 points and a very valuable 1-0 win. Shaw looking for the give and go, work to do for Cissoko. City into the box, and they're looking for a handball here, but the referee says there is a foul in the build-up. Push on Cissoko, potentially feeling the effects of the challenge, maybe some cramp as well. Well, if we just watch the incident back, nice movement by Shaw, Cissoko there, and there's a definite shove by Lauren Hemp. Stokes. Jill Scott. Stanway looking to shift play. Space opens up here for Hemp. Hemp has to cut back in field under pressure from Svitkova. Coombs now. More eagerness about this Manchester City attack. Nice looking delivery, goes all the way across the face from Demi Stokes. And Bunny Shaw unable to connect. Here is Coombs. Scott shifts it wide. Off goes Beckie. And it's cleared away and out for a throw-in on the far side. Another change upcoming here for West Ham, with Lucy Parker to be introduced. West Ham in no rush to make the change. And Svitkova, who's just come back from injury, had a brilliant afternoon, is the one to make way. 10 minutes. 10 more minutes for West Ham to hold on, although I'm sure it will feel like it's a much longer period than 10 minutes. Coombs. Wide here to Stokes. Weir shifts it on towards Hemp, but it's Cissoko who's there again with the awareness to spot the movement and the run and the pass through the channel. Stokes and Weir. Stokes again. Coombs lining one up. Smashes it into the penalty area. And there is a head injury here, so the referee will have to stop play. The attack was in full flow from Manchester City, but it's a good decision from the referee. Well, they are reducing Manchester City to shots from outside of the penalty area. And that's something they'll be happy about, but they won't be too happy about this moment here. Flaherty is smiling, at least. As much as you can smile about taking a ball in the face. There is protocol, of course. And Flaherty will make her way to the side of the field. And we'll have to wait to see whether or not she's okay to continue. Momentarily, West Ham United down to 10 players. Greenwood to Stokes, who can lift one forwards. Flaherty back up onto her feet and straight back into the action as she tracks Weir. Coombs now. City, this looks really promising for them. But again, West Ham United doing just enough to push them off of the ball to send the ball away to safety, and they win a free kick as well. Now, there may well be some additional time for that injury to Gilly Flaherty just a moment ago, but we are 5 minutes away from the 90. We are heading towards an unexpected result here for West Ham, and back-to-back defeats are home for Manchester City potentially. Longhurst in deep discussion with the referee. She'll keep that discussion going with the scoreline being the way it is, and with only 4 minutes remaining in the game, plus some additional time, of course. Greenwood on to Stokes. They've been so good in these areas, Manchester City, at keeping the ball, but it's penetrative passing that's been missing. Being a bit more clinical as and when they've needed to. And they won't get to that one, it's out of play. Pass too heavy. Jess Park trying to get into a crossing position. Brynjarsdottir. And now an opportunity for Hemp, palmed away by Mackenzie Arnold to deny Manchester City again. She's been absolutely superb this afternoon. Stretching across towards her left, she denies Lauren Hemp. And now West Ham can get onto the attack. Greenwood is back there though, and she'll get to the ball. Hasegawa chasing it out towards the left. It's City who advance though, and here it's Shaw up against Flaherty. Shaw late in the game. Mackenzie Arnold makes sure, pushes around the post, turns away for a corner. She's a bright spark, Bunny Shaw. Mackenzie Arnold though had the awareness, turns away, and it's another Manchester City corner. Late in the game, can they find an equalising goal? Not on this occasion. Another corner. Greenwood has come forward again. Towards the back of the 6-yard box, Shaw was there, but she doesn't get the connection that she's looking for. And it's slammed away and over the halfway line by West Ham, who will sprint forwards, get back into shape, and look to defend as it's sent forward here by Taieb. There's space on the left-hand side with Greenwood coming forwards, found by Weir. Hanging delivery, nodded away. Now from the opposite side. City coming forward. Beckie wants it and gets it. Turns in field. Here's the cross. And again headed away by West Ham United. Stokes. Stokes moves it wide to Hemp. Hemp in field. Opens up here. Big moment in the game, and the woodwork is rattled by Laura Coombs. Still alive for Manchester City. Flaherty with the header away. Thumped up into the sky. The first clearance wasn't the best, but the second one is better. And Manchester City have had so many efforts on goal, so many chances in this game, but they just haven't been able to find that magic moment. They haven't been able to do enough to breach this West Ham United defence. Hemp. This will be very late for Manchester City. It's cleared away. Stanway there. Stanway stood up. Now Beckie. And Beckie's cross is blocked by Zanetta Wyne. So many half chances, nearly moments for Manchester City. West Ham United, can they cling on? Or will City find a route back into the game in the late stages? Corner kick in towards the front post. It's nodded away. Now Stokes. Stokes searching ball. He's asking questions, but Shaw can't bring that one under control. Free kick here for Manchester City. It is in a really good area. They won't have too many more chances in this game. Cissoko does get her yellow cards. She was quite eager to get back to defend. Alex Greenwood will be the one to take the free kick. Greenwood's ball. Mackenzie, Arnold comes and punches away. Had to get that one right. Had to time it perfectly, and she did. Weir runs into Leon, who's there, and then her teammates behind her can help out and clear away. City on the attack again. Another shot from deep. Coombs is there. Mackenzie Arnold with the touch, palming around the post. Superb work from the West Ham United keeper, who's had an absolutely brilliant afternoon. Laura Coombs again lining one up, as she has done plenty of times since coming on in the second half. The keeper making the stop. Alex Greenwood now, another corner. This one very close to Mackenzie Arnold, who gets just enough on it to turn away. And then Longhurst sends the ball over the halfway line. Anywhere will do. And that's a pass back that might just give West Ham United an opportunity to wrap this game up. And what a goal that is from Hasegawa. And surely they've done it. Manchester City 0, West Ham United 2. A mistake at the back from Demi Stokes. And just look at this for a finish. Classy from Hasegawa, as she lobs the ball over the head of Taieb to double the advantage for West Ham and surely secure the 3 points. Well, it's all eyes now on the referee as Manchester City come forward again. But they can't be too much longer in this game. And certainly Mackenzie Arnold is in no rush as she places the ball down for the goal kick. Leon now carries the ball into a wide area. Well, I thought she might do, but she instead slips it into the box and was searching for another goal. Route 1 stuff now from Manchester City. It's times of desperation. Surely not now. Demi Stokes though, they won't give up. Hemp will chuck the ball back towards Stokes. Well, they really just need to throw caution to the wind. They've decided to go backwards, as they so often like to do, to try to create the space, but not really sure that they've got the time. Here's the moment maybe for Stanway. Well, she does have a fantastic record against West Ham, but not on this occasion. A special win for West Ham United, who get the better of Manchester City to win here by 2 goals. Manchester City 0, West Ham United 2. Plenty of chances here for the home side, but they have lost at home again, with Ollie Harder's side sticking to the game plan, sticking to their task. A goal in each half, one from Brynjarsdottir and one from Hasegawa to secure the points. But Manchester City will look back on so many missed opportunities in this game. A goal that was disallowed for Ellen White. Lauren Hemp with a one-on-one opportunity in the first period, which, well, could well be seen as a turning point in this game. But Hasegawa will certainly be seen as the hero in this one. Brynjarsdottir latching on to her cross in the first half, nodding beyond Taieb. It's a super break, a brilliant delivery and a powerful header to grab the first goal. And then, well, what a finish, a spectacular strike late on. She was gifted the chance by Demi Stokes to race through on goal, but Hasegawa had to do the rest, and she had the quality to lift it over the goalkeeper and to secure all 3 points here for West Ham United. They had a really tough start to the season. There were moments that didn't go their way. There were decisions that perhaps they'll look back on and wonder if, you know, they were the correct decisions or not. But they have bounced back and beaten a very, very capable Manchester City team. And Manchester City now in a huddle with faces down, the injuries taking their toll, and not the start to the season that they would have been hoping for. A big defeat to Arsenal, out of the Champions League, and now losing here to West Ham United. We'll look back over the highlights here. They started brightly, Manchester City. Jess Park here in a central area, working the ball wide towards Beckie. Her ball so very nearly picking out Lauren Hemp. Couldn't find the touch to send it beyond Mackenzie Arnold, who was in fine form here this afternoon. Here's Brynjarsdottir, the goal scorer in the first half, picking out Claudia Walker. Good work by Demi Stokes to intercept the shot in on goal. Jess Park showing her pace and shoved here in what was a controversial moment in the first half. No penalty, said the referee. And then Julie Flaherty getting very lucky as Lauren Hemp was stopped by Mackenzie Arnold. This corner caused trouble. Ellen White couldn't keep that one down. And then here we have the goal of the first half. West Ham United with a super delivery from Hasegawa, and Brynjarsdottir unmarked powers the header in. And just before the break, unexpected, but West Ham United were ahead. After conceding the goal from Brynjarsdottir, were a couple of nearly moments for Manchester City. This was one of those, and this another that was well saved by Mackenzie Arnold, denying Jess Park here. And then into the second half, Manchester City, well, we thought that they would come flying out of the blocks. They didn't. They very nearly found a way through here. Weir, again bringing out the best of Mackenzie Arnold. And then this delivery very nearly picking out Brynjarsdottir, who rose well to meet it just as she did in the first half. Couldn't connect with that one. Super ball here from Yallop to unlock the Manchester City defence. And with them exposed here, Hasegawa with a chance. May have had better options in the middle. There were chances at both ends all the way through the game. Manchester City certainly had the better of the ball, but they did have moments like this where they gave it away, and Yallop thought that she might have been in for another goal here, having done so well against Leicester last week, but she draws the save from Taieb. And then as we continue to look back over the highlights of the first half, this is the moment for Ellen White where Manchester City thought they were back in the game. Hemp on the charge, finds the ball through. Ellen White with a lovely finish into the far corner, but the flag is up on the far side. She's in an offside position, and the goal didn't count, and Manchester City was still searching at this point. Had their chances to fight their way back. They were at times so dominant in midfield. Weir here, sending one over the bar. This is a chance here for West Ham. Hasegawa with an impressive performance. A nearly moment that maybe West Ham would have looked back on and thought to themselves, well, should we have done better? Mackenzie Arnold here, alert with a punch. And then as Stanway delivers in, she had to improvise to turn away. Cissoko going down inside the box here, and this was another moment where Manchester City thought that they should have had a penalty. It was given as a free kick, as a foul by Lauren Hemp. And then Brynjarsdottir giving the ball away. Hemp on the charge. And Mackenzie Arnold. What a performance from her. It's another top save. Bunny Shaw came on and made a real difference to the Manchester City attack, drawing a good save here, again from the West Ham stopper. And there were plenty of these as well in the second half. Long-range shots from substitute Laura Coombs, hitting the woodwork. Coombs again, lining one up. And again, Mackenzie Arnold. How many times have we seen her in these highlights? And then this is the moment where West Ham United sealed all 3 points. Ball given away by Demi Stokes. And then watch this. Special strike, a special performance, and a special 3 points for West Ham United. Big celebrations as they win here against Manchester City. Manchester City 0, West Ham United 2 here. A brilliant performance. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.